do right here is go back. What we're gonna do right here is go back. Go back, go back, back, go back, go back, back, go back, go back, back.
Alright, and welcome back to Kuma Style Reviews. I have one that I'm really excited for today. This is PlayArt's Kai, their Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Jun Kazama figure. Mostly I, review robots and things like that, but more than anything, I'm a big fighting game fan, huge Tekken fan. Thus the name, Kuma Style Reviews. He's a Tekken character. Love the game, love to play it, but for now I'll just go ahead and review the figure instead of gushing over Tekken. Alright, so taking a look at the box here. Really nice graphic of Jun, as well as the Tekken Tag Tournament 2 logo. Right? Sides aren't much, just extensions of the front graphic. Right? On the bottom, top. Alright. And it does open here. And it looks like we have Jun Kazama, a biography for her, as well as 2 alternate hands. Alright, and taking a look at Jun Kazama and what's in the box here, it's pretty straightforward. You've got the PlayArt's Kai stand, the figure itself, and 2 alternate hands. Now, she comes by default with the 2 fists attached, and the 2 open hands are actually the alternate hands, but I was playing around with it earlier, and the open hands are what I had on. Now, okay, taking a look at the figure itself. Right, and she is wearing her attire from Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which is awesome. And they really did catch the details nicely. I like it quite a bit. Posable scarf and everything like that, as well as a belt that's an actual separate piece. Just very nice stuff. Even the raven design on her pants and things like that. It just looks good. Alright. Now, taking a look at her posability here. Her head. Definitely on a ball joint here. Alright. Ratcheting shoulders with forward and back swing too. So full articulation there. Alright. Swivel at the biceps. Bend at the elbow here. And the wrists are on ball joints here. Alright. Now, she does have a ball joint where her chest meets her abs for some crunch type action. Her waist itself is on swivel in order to have full waist articulation in terms of swing and rotation. Hips are on ball joints. Ratcheting ball joints. Quite a bit of motion there. One thing I don't like is that this crotch area here, I like that it's rubber, and it does a decent enough job of covering up, but every time you move the leg, it feels like you have to pull this crotch area back into place to cover it up. Not the biggest fan of that. So, okay. We went over the ball joints. There's inside thigh swivel, but she doesn't have very much when it comes to the outside style. Alright. Now, looking at the knee joint there, double bend at the knee joint. That double knee is like one of the ugliest things I've ever seen. Damn. Ball jointed ankles. So, full rotation and pivot there, which is really cool. So, plenty posable figure. I just hate the fact that it feels like on this one, every single point of articulation just stands out like crazy. I mean, in the arms here, the elbow, the wrist, I mean, it's rough. So, Just getting her into just some kind of fight pose and things like that. And see what I mean with the crotch area and stuff like that? That's really just not okay in my book. And not the most balanced either, as you can see. So Kazuya, I don't know if it's because of the heft or build of the figure or what, but he's just much easier to pose, even though their posability is actually about the same. So, okay. Or I can kick a leg out. I mean, I don't know. This is definitely one that you have to work with a lot more in order to really get something out of her poses. Alright. So, placing that back some. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. I do like the head sculpt on this figure. Lots of details there. I love the bangs, and with her and Kazuya both, I like that they, you know, sculpted all of the individual hairs and everything like that. It's well done. Detail-wise, this is very good in my opinion. Alright. It's just those joints, you know. Alright, and implementing the stand here, her waist is smaller, so I'm going to go ahead and use the smaller one. Smaller clip set. Alright. Have her doing, you know, standard hop kick. And I hate that there's no lock for these pieces. And maybe I just haven't mastered it yet, but until I do, I'm not liking it. Alright. So there we go. Like I said, standard hop kick pose. Launcher. Get ready for some of those good old juggles. So yeah, overall cool stuff. Alright. And now my thoughts on Jun Kazama. I think she's a very well sculpted figure. Very posable. I haven't really learned her balance and stuff like that yet. I'm having a hard time with it now, but as I get used to it, you know, that might change. So by all means, if you're somebody who collects these figures and are more used to them and their posability and things like that, don't take my word as bond. But this one does seem a lot less easy to pose than Kazuya. Alright, but like I said, love the sculpt. I hate that the joints stand out so much on figures that aren't super muscular and things like that. The knee joint in particular is just something that's a hot mess. I'm just not the biggest fan of that at all. But overall, cool figure, posable figure, even if I, you know, I'm not the best at it. I like the lack of accessories, you know, comes with a stand, a couple of alternate hands, and that's it. And yeah, overall, it's good to see the Tekken characters finally getting some stellar treatment. Now, price-wise, though, is this something I pay $60 for? If it weren't a series that I'm so attached to, unlike Kazuya, no. The joints and things like that are just something that are so aesthetically non-pleasing that I don't think it warrants a premium, you know? There's import fees and stuff like that, yeah, but that's shipping. But I'm talking about the initial cost of the figure itself. This is more of a higher end style pricing than not, where I feel like I see retail figures with better overall cohesiveness in their sculpts than this figure has. So that's my opinion on it. If you want cool Tekken swag, by all means, this is for you. But if you're a fan of figures that are just look phenomenal and don't really have attachment to the Tekken series, this isn't one I'd recommend. This has been another Kuma Style review. I'm TJ Duckett. Thanks for watching. See you next time.